Hello, we're back with another live stream and we're on to the 7th race of the season now into Monaco. We're off the back of our disaster in Imola. The highlights of that one will be out in the next couple of days, which left me red-faced to say the least, but I won't give away any more spoilers of that in case people haven't seen it. Yeah, we are into the Monaco race weekend. We've completed practice, so we will be heading straight into qualifying for this stream and then the race. So just to look at setups, Lando is at 92%. We actually hit the golden mark of 100% for Oscar Piastri for the first time. We've done 100% on Lando twice this year. First time we've done it for Oscar, so hopefully that will help him across this weekend. So with that, let's jump straight in to qualifying.
Okay, Oscar, so the track will go green now.
And we'll get a banker lap in straight away. Let's get them both out there. And let's go on board, shall we, with Oscar, as we do a hot lap around Monte Carlo. As always, we're keen to see what these sector times are. They will be going purple between the both of them. That's only because they're the first drivers out. But we should really by now, well, at least Lando should always be getting into Q2. He's done it most of the year anyway. A little bit of a hiccup in Imola, where Lando only qualified 14th, out-qualified by Piastri for the first time this year, due to a mistake. So he'll be hoping to wrong that, even to right it. That would help. So Oscar's done a 18.65, very close, a few hundredths of a second in that first sector. Wait for the second sectors to come up now. So it's a 32.5 for Oscar. 32.3, so Lando's took a couple of attempts. He's a couple of attempts up in this first run. As Oscar comes across the line with a 1:11.1. And Norris beats that by about four attempts, yeah. 4 attempts in favour of Norris, so plenty of work for Oscar to do on these second runs. Just see where we are. We'll get some more softs on the go. Just see where we are in the pecking order. Piastri's definitely going to be under fire here because Sonoda is ahead of him, Magnussen's ahead of him. It's pretty quiet out there on track at the moment. I think we're going to go late for these runs. Not everyone's... So they're now setting their times now. I think Norris should be through. I mean, debating whether to even send him out, really. I'm going to take a risk and not send Lando out. Send Oscar out now. Ooh, Joe with a lock up. Luckily that's not caused the end of the session.
Let's take a look here at turn 10. Very heavy on the brakes.
Yeah.
Now they did leave it.
Lucky to lock up there because that's the only place really with a nice bit of runoff for him. Let's go back to Oscar.
Good gap in front.
This isn't ideal. Hopefully, is Alpine going to get out of the way or not? I think this is going to cost us big time now. Well, actually, I don't know. He must be on a lap because he's not slowing down at all. It looked like he was trying to move over originally there, but we haven't improved in that first sector, so yeah, it's not looking good, is it? Don't think Oscar is going to improve here, unfortunately.
Okay, Oscar, that's a checkered flag.
Checker flag's out. Can still finish our laps, of course. But yeah, he's not going to go faster here. Bottas has finished. But we're right on the cusp here, and Albon can definitely go quicker. Hulkenberg's can definitely go quicker, so I'm fearful here that Oscar's not going to make it. Got Albon across the line next. Albon's not gone faster. See what De Vries is going to do here. No, he's not going for it. Hulkenberg.
Finished P15.
We're safely through. Okay, well done.
And we are through by the skin of our teeth. Oscar is through to Q2. He hasn't done it too often this season, so it's a good start for him. Bear with me as I just sort this out on the stream. There we go, that's fine. So, yeah, Oscar and Lando makes it through, so it was a good call not to send Lando back out. Albon out in Q1. It's normally Logan, so Sargent out qualifying Alex. And De Vries, Bottas, Zhou Guanyu. Probably the other surprise there is Hulkenberg compared to what his teammate done, Magnussen. He was quite a bit off him there, wasn't he? 7 tenths, I think it was. So, nonetheless, we've got both drivers through to Q2. The chance Lando could make Q3. I don't think there's a chance for Oscar. Put a scrub set on for both.
Okay, so that's a green light.
Oh, he's just being held there. I wonder what happened there. It's a bit of traffic. Well, I like to get them out straight away. I should have selected the tyres on the before we went into Q2 there, really. But nonetheless, it's fine. We should be alright. We're around faster cars, so they shouldn't be really holding us up. Let's play this on. We'll just see what we do for these first laps.
Just keep an eye on the delta. The delta needs to be negative at the end of the lap.
So Piastri's a
Keep
110.9.
your pace up on the in-lap.
Lando's a 110.7. Only a couple of tenths between them this time.
And we are boxes lap. Confirm.
To be honest with Oscar, he just burns through tyres so much. I might just leave it as that for Oscar. He's not going to get into Q3. So, yeah, I think I'm not going to run Oscar again, to be fair. We'll save the tyres. He's ahead of Magnussen and Sargent as it is. If he can keep that, that would be good. That would be his best qualifying of the year. I think his best qualifying is 15th, so any position gained will be his best qualifying of the year. We did put Lando on fresh, yeah. Send him out now. God. Hopefully these guys are coming in here.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Right, we should be good for traffic now. Well, I don't know. We're certainly going to catch these guys on their in laps, aren't we? Let's wait and see. Hopefully we won't get held up here. Let's see, hopefully we can get some green sectors. I think we'll be last across the line. Maybe there's a couple behind us. In lap, so Magson's on a flyer. So half are basically on flyers, really. But yeah, green sector for Lando, that's handy. Get all green sectors, really. Did run scrubs on that first run, so expecting a quicker time from him.
Okay, that's the checkered flag. Well done.
Doesn't look like we're going to catch any traffic, so that's handy. So we've got 3 cars already finished behind us. 4. So we're looking good. As long as we're beating Magnussen, we're into Q3 for the 2nd time this year. Hasn't gone faster in the 2nd sector though. That looks like we've done it. We're into Q3 Orlando. So that is very handy indeed. So Oscar goes out in Q2, 14th. I believe that is his best qualifying of the year though, so not so bad. So we got as high as 9th. Yuki doing well, actually getting Q3 there as well. Any major casualties here? Sorry, we're here, aren't we? 2 Alpines, that's a surprise. Maybe just not suiting their car on this track, but they are normally in Q3, both the Alpines. So let's have a run in Q3. Again, we've probably only got the beating of Yuki, haven't we? So I think I might just do 1 run again with Lando. Let's get in to final part of qualifying.
Track should be green.
Alright, so we're going to do 1 run with Lando. Hopefully we can secure 9th. I think that's about as high as we can get. Should we have a little look at how Lando goes around Monte Carlo? We are going to be green sectors here now because first run. Well, let's just see what kind of time we can set, especially in relation to Yuki. He's really who we're battling against here for 9th on the grid. That would be our best start of the year. As I say, only made Q3 once and we qualified 10th. So 9th would be our best start of the year if we can get that. 2nd sector's coming in now. So we did 19.7 first sector, 32.1. Yeah, 110 something we're expecting here. We've got Alonso saying the time of 109.7. I'd expect us to be in the 110s, not close to that 109. Ooh, that's pretty nasty, to be fair. Yeah, that's not a good lap. A 111.5. That's a poor lap from Lando, but it was on scrubs, so let's give it 1 go, shall we? Let's give him a go at beating Yuki, why not? get him back out there. So hopefully we should see green sectors now. We're half a second off Sonoda, but as I say, it was a scrub set that we ran there. So let's see if we can beat Sonoda into too much of a gap to the others. As you can see, even Sonoda's more than half a second off Russell and the rest of the grid. So 9th is the limit today. And let's see what we can do here. So green sector is good. Charles Leclerc currently on pole by his Ferrari teammate. And we've got a bit of a Noah's Ark again, haven't we? The 2 Ferraris, the 2 Astons, the 2 Red Bulls and the 2 Mercedes.
McLaren, good job. That's a checkered flag.
Yeah, surprising for Red Bull. Maybe this track's not suiting them either. 5th and 6th at the moment. Perez is checkered flag and is staying 5th by looks of it. Green sector, sector 2 for Lando. So let's hope we can bump ourselves up into 9th here. Coming across the line now. Oh! Oh, hello! Hello, Mr. Lando. Someone's pulled something out there, haven't they? Well, we weren't expecting that. Jump Russell and what's that, 300s off Lewis. Brilliant lap from Lando. We're going to start 8th in Monaco, which as we know is great because it's very difficult to overtake, hence why I did go for that last push on Lando. So look at that, we've got, as I say, a bit of a Noah's Ark there forming with 2 Ferraris and Charles Leclerc, Sainz 1st and 2nd, Alonso and Stroll 2nd row, Perez and Verstappen, then Hamilton, and we split the Mercedes coming in 8th, George Russell 9th, and Yuki doing well, as we said, getting into the top 10 as well, and then we've got Oscar starting in 14th. With that, I think that's about it to get ready and get into this Monte Carlo Monaco Grand Prix. So clear skies, we haven't got to worry about any rain. I mean, what do they say is they say medium hards, but Oscar is just so bad. I mean, I'm going to start them. I'm going to start them like that, but as I always say in my playthroughs, that yes, I know I can put in these. We can obviously put in a custom strategy, but I'll just play it by ear, see how it's going. We can always turn it into 2, 3, 4 stop with Oscar, which is usually the case. So let's go with that. I think we're going to have to go full beans at the start here and try and hold those positions. So, starting sauce with Lando. Oscar's just so poor in his tyres, so I'd rather start him in the middle there on mediums, just see how that's going, and then we'll decide whether we jump onto hards or go sort of a soft, or a medium soft or something like that. So, with that, let's get ready to go into the Monaco Grand Prix.
The streets of Monte Carlo are ready as the drivers
I
prepare.
mean, the only benefit of going longer if someone puts it in the wall and there's a safety car, so we've got to bear that in mind.
Exciting races in the world.
As we go,
This
3 lights,
is the
4,
Monaco Grand Prix.
and here we go, underway with the
And
2
it's lights
Ferraris
out,
starting off.
And away we go.
Lando looks like Russell wants to take that position straight away off us. Can we fight it going up the hill here? Piastri's down one as well into 15th. Oh, Russell's on the hards as well, so we really don't want him taking us here. That is... Oh, hello though. We've got a little bit more grip. We've got the inside here. We should have this. Piastri is squabbling as well. Just have a look what everyone started on. So, 2 Ferraris gone up on the softs, Aston's on mediums, split the... You just have a look at that Piastri getting Sargent back after getting taken on one.
Piastri. The opportunity begging to be taken.
There we go, you're always going to have that when you're on the inside there.
14th they go.
So yeah, split with Perez on medium, Salmon on hard, same with the Mercs. everyone on soft around us, so let's see how well we can make that work. Sargent's got us back.
But this is what happened. Right, we're at turn 9. That's the
So
location
straight
for
off
this
the back
one.
of that, he pulled it
They
down the
decide to
inside,
give it a
going
go.
into the tunnel. Oh, that's fine. So I think really what we want here, 9th we would take. I mean, as I say, race-wise, that's our limit. I know we then pulled that qualifying lap out, but I think race-wise that's limit. So if we can just now build a solid gap on Tsunoda, get out of the DRS, then Norris probably will have a pretty comfortable afternoon, I'd imagine. Just see what the interval is. So we're nearly out of DRS ourselves. Tsunoda's right on our tail here. Obviously they do push it at the beginning of the AI, so just got to be careful. I might need to just use some deployment.
Press overtake.
Yeah, fine.
We'll go for the same on Piastri.
Okay, use deploy. Perfect.
See, what we want to do is just build a second on Tsunoda. And then once we've done that, as I say, I think we'll be pretty comfortable if we can just manage the gap. And we might be focusing more on Piastri this race if that does happen. 8 temps to Tsunoda now. I think he will stay in DRS for this lap, definitely, when it now comes into play. That Constantina effect, though, especially around Monaco.
DRS enabled.
See how much the timings fluctuate there. DRS is now enabled.
Use the overtake button.
Norris getting very punchy here on Russell now. Russell is on the hard, so to be fair, it probably is worth trying to get him. Russell will come good later in the race, but
Yeah, confirm.
we've got a second to Tsunoda now. Yeah, I think actually we need to try and get Russell if we can, because Russell's losing pace to Verstappen and his teammate. It's going to be very difficult though. Let's have a look what we do here though. We are gaining. Are we going to try it? I think we're too far back. That is the problem around here. It is very, very difficult to overtake. A lot of it's done in the pit stops. Let's see what Lando can do here. I don't think he's going to be close enough though.
Recharge on.
Confirm.
He's having a look. Ooh, no. Right.
And just recharge off when it was good.
We'll just sit in there for a little bit. Piastri has just got Sargent. I'm pretty sure we were 15th, weren't we? So I think having on deploy, yes.
So let's take a look at the replay.
We
Heading
did
to
get an overtake
Sandoval.
on the outside of
It's there
Sandoval.
for the taking.
Oh, brave move from Oscar. Good work.
And recharge off.
Confirm.
I think we just kind of watch how it goes for a moment now with this. Keep looking at those gaps. Tsunoda is getting back into our DRS now. Astri's got a lead on Sargent, so I wonder if we just can go aggressive for a bit, just to see what that looks like.
We don't want to overcook the tyres.
Yeah,
Let's drop it for a bit and just see what happens there.
Just be careful with this tyre.
5.
Yeah, confirm.
Astri's in Ocon's DRS. Pretty happy just to leave both cars as we are at the moment. Just run it through to the first pits. Astri would come out dead last. We're probably going to be one of the first to pit, but pretty happy with that because we're just going to go full attack. It might even probably will end up being a free stop for Oscar, but I think it could work if we can keep closing. Although we don't want to pit after We don't want to have to pit when no one else has got to pit afterwards, if that makes sense, because then we're going to have to do all the overtaking. It's going to be difficult around here. Got a 5-second gap on Sargent. So I'm just going to drop these to standard. Let's see what those gaps remain as. Sargent is coming back at us now. Once he gets under 3 seconds, I'll put him back up. Lando's making a move there on George. Like we've got George done. We have got past George there.
Now we should be able to take a look here.
Didn't think we were going to continue to gain on George. Just happy to sit there, but down the inside here.
Certainly inviting.
Lovely. Looks like Lando's still got plenty of grip on those softs.
And Lando says, well, thank you very much.
He does say thank you very much. We're into 8th. Can we maintain that? We're keeping him on standard tyres now.
You could start pushing.
Copy.
What I want to do is keep getting some harvest in at these corners. Just at that first corner, which is really handy. Start building that back up a bit. Same with Piastri. Piastri's got a 5-second buffer. I might just keep him on harvest for a little while. Just monitor that gap. Still 5 seconds. I think we can get away with harvesting here. Build his battery fully up to 100% again. Russell's sticking with Norris, but we've still got a net 5 seconds on Tsunoda. So as I say, at the moment, pretty comfortable for 9th for Lando. Maybe more points for him though. He's in a battle here, certainly with George at the moment. George is going to be quicker in the later stages though. Like the battery's pretty good now. There we go. So not too much on-track action here, but that is Monaco for you. So it's more strategic, just monitoring these gaps, seeing how we want to play this. We're trying to extend a little bit. I think with Oscar we can go back down to standard. He's got a good buffer. Sargent I think is holding the rest up there. Certainly holding Albon up. Albon is quicker than him. Lando is not gaining on Lewis, but that's fine. What tyres is Lewis on? He's on mediums. Russell's re-overtaken us, so as I say, absolutely fine with that. I'm happy to maximise 9th out of this race. Those tyres really should start coming to George and ours should be falling away, so I'm absolutely fine with that. This is where we just want to be with Lando, just staying in there, keeping a sort of 5-second buffer to Tsunoda. Clark is pitting. And he's out in 6th, so this will be interesting to see if he starts to actually move up the field from there. Piastri, yeah, he loses a lot of time. As soon as we come off aggression, Sargent gets very close to him, doesn't he? Might go attack now because we've had Hulkenberg pit, so there might be more pitting. Hey, it's still got 5 seconds on Tsunoda. Excuse me. Tsunoda's closing a little bit. We are coming up to our first pit stops here. We've got plenty of time to double stack these if we need to. I think it'll probably be Lando coming in a lap earlier though. See now at 36%. Yeah, I think if we attack here with Lando, we'll come in this lap. So Tsunoda was bring that down now to 2.8. We'll keep on attack actually until we get these tyres on. So what was our pit window? Our pit window was 27 to 33, so we're right at the early stages of that. I'm not going to go hard. I'm going to go mediums to begin with. just how this race is panning out at the moment. I feel mediums is the way to go. I just feel we need to stay on attack. A 2-stopper could cost us all more. As we go, as Lando comes in, let's hope for at least 2.6 or under for our pit here. Yep, 2.6, we'll take that. And
Could be
then
close to exit.
I'm going to throw some hards on for Oscar.
We are box this lap.
Copy, box.
This should work out fine. It should be in that gap. We'll ask Oscar to move over. If not... That's going to lose Oscar a bit of time. Would have just been easier. Sergeant's still 1.7 off to box, so he's on his in lap.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Yeah, confirm.
He's a net pit stop behind Lando though. If you are joining the stream, thanks for watching. Do get involved with the comments. Try and shape our strategies. I'm always open to suggestions. So we've got Oscar coming in this lap. Sergeant very much closing. Now in DRS, so... Now is the time.
Yeah, copy that. I'd like 100% pace, please.
Yeah, we're going to push with Lando because I feel we can make quite a few moves here. Although I'm starting to feel the hards probably would have been better for Lando, but I feel we'd attacked so hard, even the hards would have been touch and go. We wouldn't have been able to do much attacking on them, so you do want track position here though, and I think we are going to have to rely on some overtakes later on in this race. Piastri, he's got a nice gap there as well, so we're just going to let them both push whilst others around us are yet to pit. Let's just see as the other pits come in. So head of Lando, yeah, everyone up to Hamilton. Then we're not fighting these guys, of course, but anyone up to Hamilton could be achievable for us to jump here. Piastri's getting lapped. Now that is not great because these will then pit and others won't have to be lapped. So that's going to cause us some issues, I think, in our fight with Williams, which is a shame. So we're going to have to keep Oscar pushing. Oh, that is handy though.
Shandon, talk us through this one.
The Williams team take their places.
Alex Albon's had a slow stop. It's like the jack. Tyres are on fine.
Oh, but they have trouble releasing the car.
That could help us, because with us being lapped, we're getting held up quite a bit here. So yeah, Albon's 6 seconds behind us. So we'll go back onto aggressive now with Piastri. And just waiting for these other pit stops to come in to see what we're going to do here. Alonso pitting from the lead and not in our fight. Perez, Stroll pitting now, so the leaders all starting to pit. Perez and Stroll are now pitted, so I think they've all pitted apart from Max and Lewis are on hards. George yet to come in on those mediums, and then yeah, everyone from Hamilton still yet to pit. Piastri, we're just going to keep Piastri as it is. We're closing up to De Vries though here, and we probably need to clear him pretty quick. And Lando's closing to Ocon, so we really need these guys to start pitting. Who's on hards here? These have got to come in. Ocon, not necessarily, or Gasly though. De Vries though, it'd be handy if he just was pitting this lap. We're within a second, so hopefully De Vries is about to come into the pit stop and make our life easier with Piastri. As we are going to get held up here. Do some deployment here, just in case he's not coming into pit. Magnussen's pitting.
Yeah, copy.
The Fries could be staying out for another couple, 2, 3, 4 laps even, so we'll have to get this done now, Oscar. Magnussen's well out in front of Piastri there. Yeah, De Vries is in. It looked like it held us up a little bit there as he made his way into the pits. We've been lapped. Oh, this is... being lapped is wrecking our race because Sargent,
I want maximum pace.
don't think is being lapped. But... well, I don't know. We're only 10 seconds back behind Sargent now. What's happened there? We just gained that, or is he being lapped? Magnussen in front of him. No, I don't know. I think it might just be pure pace there. Right, Norris is now. Why not go and get some deployment off here?
And overtake is
We
available.
do need to make this because I think if we remember correctly, Ocon's on the hards. Looking like a done deal here. Oh, maybe not. Come on, Lando.
So, recharge on.
Confirm.
Oh, it's good work from Lando. He's going to have to get the other Alpine. Gasly's also on the hards. Then Tsunoda should be boxing probably this lap, I'd imagine. Lap after his teammate.
Here's
Okay,
the
let's
replay.
watch that one
Now
again.
this was at turn 1. Can they squeeze by?
Nicely on the outside from Lando. Tyre advantage. Good move. And Lando is going to have to do a lot of that overtaking, I feel. We're not going to make these mediums till the end of the race, so... bit of a sin here around Monaco. As I say, track position you want. But yeah, we're going to push and go for a 2-stopper. Nearly halfway through, so... we'll see what we can go on. I ideally want to stretch this and get on some softs that... yeah, softs should be able to do it for the last stint, so... should be ultra quick at the end here. We just want to be in 9th, really. If we can jump these Mercedes, which we probably will, or certainly Russell, because the time they've stayed out, they will get us in this second phase. But I'm happy with just staying in 9th, building that gap, and see what we can do at the end of the race. That would be ideal. We can build a pit stop window to Tsunoda. That would be great. Just to be fair, we're getting close to doing here, because Tsunoda is there. So to be fair, this 2-stop should be absolutely fine for us, actually. Because we're now on a net pit stop with these, so we'll have a pit stop of Tsunoda, so we should have a free gap to come out with. Piastri's got Bottas here, I'm assuming he's not pitted, no. So again, we need to get this done.
Okay, use the deploy.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, he's coming in, so that's fine. We will actually harvest on that corner.
Overtake is available.
Goes for some aggressive here now with Oscar.
So Oscar, we can look after this time.
Copy.
Can we make a move out of here?
Recharge off.
No.
Copy.
Very difficult. Doesn't help when we've got a DRS train. Gasly had no DRS. It'd be a lot easier. We need Tsunoda to dip into the pits here. Hopefully he will. Pretty sure he will. Hamilton now boxing. Let's see. Tsunoda should be peeling away into the pits. He's not. He's really extending this. Hamilton out of the pits. Hamilton really wants to jump all of this. That's not going to happen. As we look like we're making a move on Gasly on the inside. We need this done. Good work from Lando. So Lando's jumped Hamilton, which means he will definitely jump Russell
Let's
as
have a
well.
look at that. Heading to Saint-Devot. The opportunity's there.
Good move. Lando's having a strong race here. She needs to get Tsunoda now.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Confirm.
And then like recharge button off.
So Lewis has now got to get
Recharge button
Ocon and Gasly. We really
Yeah,
want these
confirm.
Alpines to do us a job now and do a bit of holding up, which would be handy. Could give us a chance against these Mercs today. This might be problems for Hamilton though. This might cost him position over his teammate Russell. Piastri's 7 seconds back of Sargent, who's yet to pit, I believe, so we will be making that jump on Sargent. So Sonoli's in the pits now, that's fine, right. Let's harvest.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Yeah, confirm.
We've only got a few outstanding to pit now, which is Russell, the 2 Alpines, Sargent and Grangeau, who's dead last. 5 seconds to Russell now, so we're definitely jumping him in this pit window. Just going to be about our second stop now. Noda's coming out. Is he going to be jumped by Magnussen? He is. Sargent's going to be too far back, which means Piastri will be as well. Hamilton's got one of the Alpines in Ocon. Not got Gasly yet, so we've got a bit of a buffer, 2.6 seconds at the minute. I'd expect Hamilton to be closing up to us though, as soon as he's past Gasly. We're obviously gaining on Russell as his tyres start to fade now. So we really want Sargent coming into the pits. Let's just keep an eye on those gaps. Got 7... Oh
Yeah,
no.
okay.
Oscar, no.
No harm done.
Oh, there is harm done, isn't there? Where are you, Oscar? Where are you, Oscar? Why are you not moving, Oscar? Oh my
Helps when you stay on the track.
God, this boy, what are we going to do
Right,
with
here's
him?
the action at turn 10. Struggling with the car.
Oh,
and they
he
ended
was
up their own
having such a
passenger.
good race as well. Oh my God. Well, yeah, he ran a bit wide as well. He might as well just... His tyres weren't even cooked either. Here we go.
Here we are then at the 11th corner. The
That's
gap
Albon
opens up
going
for them.
past, and then was it a Haas as well? Yeah. Hulkenberg, I believe. Oh, that is... Yeah. That's done us there. Well, just going to have to push with Oscar now, see what we can do. Oh, so disappointing. I mean, I said at the start of this series that I'm sticking with him for this season, which I still am going to do that, definitely. But I always had the aim to stick with him beyond that, but it's becoming harder and harder to do that. Lando's still on Harvest, so we'll take him off that. Right, better not overheat him too much because he's already prone to a mistake. Right, Verstappen's pitting, that's not going to affect us. Piastri's 2.4 behind Hulkenberg. All of those are stopped now, though, haven't they? These guys going to have to pit again, 60%. That seems... I know they'll go longer in Monaco because it's a shorter lap, but that seems a long way to go. There could be a few two-stoppers here, so... we'll just keep them on it. It might not all be lost. Just bring his tyres down. Got 4.5 seconds on Hamilton now. 5 because he cannot get past Gasly. That's wrecking his race a little bit. It's good for us. Russell pits now, so that's going to give us free air. We're not really gaining on Hulkenberg, are we? But he is on softs, I believe, isn't he? Yeah. It's fine. Right, let's... Russell is coming out in 12th. Got good margin there. Still got 5 seconds on Lewis. Who still can't make a move on Gasly. Gasly's probably coming in soon. He's still got 47% though. Last lap, so we're gaining 7 tenths of a lap on Lewis at the moment. It's good for us at the moment. We are going to have to pit again with Lando and probably Oscar. But this is working out alright. Ocon still hasn't pitted, has he? No. I'm just thinking where the net place to Norris is, ignoring Hamilton, which is now Magnussen. And it's a net 8th, isn't it? What is that? 6? 14.7? 18, 16, about 16.2, so not quite a pit stop there. So we would still have to do overtaking to get back in the points at this rate. Hamilton's got Gasly because he's come into the pits. He's 7.3 behind us. Let's see how that gap works out now. Not too much reason to stay on track with the drivers at the moment. There probably will be in this final stint though. Hamilton's losing pace for us at the moment, which is fine. We're happy with that. I have seen how hard it is to overtake round here though. I will shortly push for Norris and try and get a pit window. He's close to that pit window now, 22 seconds on Magnussen, so it's working out alright for Lando. Piastri sort of closing to Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg will have to pit again, that's for sure, and Albon will. 14th there, but obviously Piastri is also going to have to pit. He can pit a bit later than these guys. Ocon finally pits. Okay, let's just bring him down a bit. You know what he's like.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Yeah, we've got 11, about 20 seconds on Magnussen at the moment. That is fine as we go. Let's just have a look at these tyre life. So, yeah, Albon, to be fair, we're not going to have a tyre advantage on. We might even have to pit before Albon now because we're pushing. But Hulkenberg will have a tyre advantage on. We are still going to have to pit. We should have better tyres. So, yeah, 14th, 15th might be achievable for Oscar even after that mistake. Look at Lando, loving it in this clear air. So Hulkenberg pits now. Steins is pitting. So that's a 2-stop as well. Bottas has got Piastri though.
Closer look.
They weren't expecting to be taken by Bottas.
The opportunity begging to be taken.
That's a bit of a spanner in the works there, as Valtteri gets us. What can we see here then? I wasn't even looking. Ooh, Valtteri's looking nice, isn't he, on those tyres? He hasn't got a pit again, and we're going to be a net pit stop behind. So, yeah, scratch what I just said. That's going to be the same on De Vries, and yeah, we're struggling. We're struggling with Piastri. It could be 19th, could be 18th or 19th Piastri. He's got himself to blame though. Well, let's just watch these tyres. So it's still about 20 seconds, 21 seconds on these cars in front. Norris. Gonna start going aggressive soon and with fuel. Build as much of a window as we can. 23 laps to go. I'm going to put them both on sauce for their final stint. Perez is pitting. Hamilton is closing to us now. It's 21.5 seconds to Magnussen. That's the gap we're looking for. Let's have a push now with Lando. Albon's in the pits, so he's pitted. Right, let's go. Fresh set of sauce for Lando. If you are watching the stream, do remind me about this fuel, because I'm bound to forget about that. And I don't want to be running out for fuel again. Right, let's just weigh this up a second. So Piastri, Albon and Hulkenberg are pitted. They're going to jump us when we pit. So's De Vries and Sargent. So the only one that isn't going to be Guan Yu Zhou. It just depends how quick Piastri is in that final stint and whether he can get any of these guys. But yeah, it's looking like a very poor result for Oscar. Where are they on the track here? Oscar's going to have to stay out another lap here as well, because I don't think there's a big enough gap there, is there, for a stack? And I don't want to risk holding Lando up. Yeah, I'd imagine your driver confidence is low. We've definitely got Lando coming into the pits, haven't we? Yeah. Right. Let's get on board. Let's see this through. 19 laps to go.
We will box this lap.
Confirm.
Piastri, as soon as Piastri's passed, we will...
Land the delay.
Okay, understood.
Piastri's on its way.
We've boxed this lap.
Just watch this pit stop for Norris. 2.6 again is fine. Let's just have Piastri pushing on his in-lap. Right, so where's Magnussen here?
Maximum pace now, maximum pace.
He's looking pretty good. He's holding Russell up. This looks very nice for us here. Yeah, should be comfortable there. Yeah, we've comfortably got that. So that's worked out lovely, really. I'm going to go balanced fuel, just in case.
Okay, Lando, we suggest a little bit more Lyco.
Confirm.
14 seconds to Hamilton. I think we could probably close that gap. I don't know what his tyres are saying. It's on hard, 69%. Let's just see it. It's 14 seconds now. Let's just see what Piastri does. His pits, and he's holding the whole field up here. It's remaining at 14. Are we lapping people here? Or we're being lapped. Wow. That's pretty impressive. 2.8, a little bit of a slower stop for Oscar. 18 laps to go. There's probably not too much more to happen here for Lando. We'll just see. Problem is we're being lapped at the minute, which is causing him to lose a bit of pace. And Lando is now going to lap Piastri. Oh, well, that is not a nice scene for Oscar Piastri, is it? Same machinery, and he's been lapped by his teammate. There you go. Bit of a nail in the coffin, really. Still 14. Well, the gap has risen a little bit there. Piastri's 13 seconds off Albon. So I think we just forward this on and see what the gap's if there. So it's about 14 seconds for Piastri, Albon, 14 to Lewis from Norris. It is coming down now, though. Right, putting this fuel on push again. Please do remind me. Closing significantly now to Lewis. Hamilton's there. He's now got, I think, Alonso to lap him, Verstappen to lap him. So he's going to have those two come through on him shortly. Could see a bit of a gap drop here as Alonso reaches them.
We don't want to overcook the tyres.
Okay. We don't want to overcook them too much. I don't want him locking up. Let's bring it down a bit. 6.7 now as Piastri. It's on the tail of De Vries here. Going for De Vries here, close to it. 12 laps to go.
Use the overtake button.
Copy.
Can Oscar get up to 18th? Looks like about as best he's going to do here.
We suggest a little bit more Lyco.
Yep, confirm.
Ando's close within 6 seconds of Lewis. The soon-to-be Ferrari man, well, in a year's time. Which still can't get my head around as Oscar's making that move. Trying to redeem himself, but really should have been on for somewhere 14th probably, I think, in this race. Should have been his best finish of the year. Going to end in disappointment yet again. We see this overtake on
Let's
Nick
watch
De
these
Vries.
cars as they head into turn 10.
In the
They
tunnel,
decide to
exiting
give
out
it
of the
a
tunnel
go.
ahead. Move was done before we reached the chicane. To where we are now then. So he's got 11 seconds to Albon's and Hulkenberg. Yeah, and Albon's got a tyre advantage, so I can't see much more coming from Piastri there.
More lift and coast.
Norris
Yes.
within 5.5 seconds of Lewis, now 6. Are we being overtaken again? No, we're sticking with Fernando and Fernando and Verstappen at the moment there. 5.8, just looking at tyres. Just want to bring that down a little bit.
Pack is low.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Yep. Copy.
I could use Lando's ERS to close Lewis, but I kind of want to keep that for if we have a chance of an overtake. I mean, Piastri, I'm just happy actually neutral. He's not going to be doing much else from there.
Recharge off.
Let's focus on Lando here. He's sticking with these, isn't he? It's going to be interesting. If we can cruise up to Lewis, he's going to have to move for these guys. Oh, that is going to be very interesting. We need these guys to be able to catch Lewis, though. That's the main thing. I don't know what Alonso and Hards...
100% pace now.
They should be. Verstappen will be wanting a move over Alonso here. Put a medium over his hard. 10 laps to go. It's now within 4 seconds. 4.5. It's not really moving from that though at the minute. Oh, whoa. Big dip there. There's Lewis now. Right on Max's gear. Oh my goodness. Traffic. I guess Lewis had some overtaking to do, and we're now going to have to do that and probably lose quite a bit of time. Jesus, look at this down here. Albon, Hulkenberg and Sargent. Hulkenberg's got out of the way nicely. But we're through that, 3.7. Lewis has got a little bit of a gap now. There shouldn't be too much more overtaking for him to do. We need these others out of our way here. Oh, we've got the Ferrari close to us though. We're going to have to be moving for them shortly. Just move on a little bit here. And the problem is we're having to move for the Ferraris now, and that's going to cost us. Yeah, we've just let the Ferraris go, so 5.2 now. We're going to have to get some deployment going here. Piastri's right on Hulkenberg. Get him to push. Not much more I can do there for him, though. Run out of tyre life, to be fair. Nah, Lando's now 7 seconds off. Had to get out of the way for Perez. That's done us, really. Ah, that's so unfortunate. I mean, it's going to be 8th, though. It is going to be our best result of the year.
Yeah, confirm.
I felt Hamilton. We could have got to his gearbox. Whether we could have overtaken him, I don't know. But
Confirm.
these guys are just not going to get to him, are they, in time? I don't think, anyway. Where is Hamilton now? Push on that. Verstappen's past Alonso. Just seeing if they can reach Lewis, but I don't think they are going to. Oh god, Piastri's got a long way to go on their tyres now. Let's just bring everything up for him. He's not going to do anything else, is he? 24 seconds, so... I mean, Lando's are about to go as well, to be fair. So that's not going to help us.
After the tyre.
Yep, copy.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
They're all here though, so if they can reach Lewis, here we go. Let's have a look. We're on the tail of 5 cars that Lewis needs to get out of the way with, get out of the way of.
save as much fuel.
Yeah.
No need to push the tyres.
Okay, copy.
You can turn recharge off if you want to.
Come on, Verstappen, we need you to get... Close that gap. Although Lando's going to have no tyres, so I don't think we can make this move unless we can just follow the lap cars through. That's basically what we're looking for now. Come on, get closer to Lewis. I don't think they're close enough, are they? No, final lap. Oh, it needs to be now. It's not going to happen. Nah, Lewis has got the margin he needs. Ah, frustrating. Yeah, he's got too much of a margin, hasn't he? Close though, maybe another lap or two it might have happened. Oh, it's unlucky. Lewis has done well. But Max is going to win yet again. Won all but one of the races so far this season. So close from Alonso, Sainz, Leclerc and Perez. All within, what, 1-2 seconds of each other, the top five.
That is the checkered flag. So
Stroll's going to be 6th. Hamilton's going to be 7th. We have finished 8th.
Alright, nice job.
Russell 9th.
Good job.
Gasly 10th.
Well
And
done.
Piastri is going to finish in 18th.
Yeah, that's the checkered flag. We tried something and it didn't pay off.
Well, I mean, Piastri tried something which was locking up and causing us that, losing us that race for him.
What a remarkable drive by Lando
But
Norris
Lando,
today.
best result of the year,
It's safe
8th.
to say they
Getting us
exceeded
some more
all
points.
expectations. A finish
Carrying
and a
the
point,
team at the
my
moment and this
goodness, it is
season.
very well deserved.
Well, they've been waiting for this.
And as we said there, as they come across the line, Max wins up 5 positions. He's pretty inevitable, isn't he? He wins from Fernando Alonso, the 2 Ferraris in Sainz and Leclerc, then Perez in 5th with the fastest lap, Stroll in 6th, and as we saw, Hamilton held on to 7th. We finish our best of the season 8th, George Russell in 9th, and Gasly in 10th. And as we see, a very poor result for Oscar Piastri, down 4 places from where he started. The lockup costing him dearly. He would have been in a fight, not with Yuki, but certainly here. 14th was achievable, which would have been his best of the year. Still not obviously the best 14th, but it would have been a great result for Oscar. So, yeah, we're approaching probably a 3rd through the season, but he's got to improve because soon he's going to be having a fight to retain that seat for next year. Drivers' Championship, Max is just pulling away with this now. 176 points over his teammate Perez. Ferrari in Charles Leclerc and Alonso keeping in touch. So 2nd place very much up to grabs for these 4 in terms of Perez, Leclerc, Alonso and Sainz. Then we've got Hamilton, Stroll, Russell and Ocon. And Lando moves into the top 10, now on 7 points, gaining his best of the season with 4 points there. And Oscar yet to score a point for us. Constructors, same as what we're saying about Max. Red Bull are pulling away with this one. So Red Bull now 290 over Ferrari's 205. And then Aston Martin in 3rd. So we're getting little gaps between each of these here, these top 4 and actually 5th. But there's a chance for us to fight Alpine, especially after today's performance. So Aston Martin, as we say, in 3rd. Mercedes 4th. Alpine 5th. We are remaining in 6th and are now 5 points better off than Williams. Our seasonal objective is 7th, so I'm pretty confident we're going to achieve that. So we are going to therefore start drawing back really on the design work, going more heavy on research, so we start next year in a much better position. Then got Haas in 8th, AlphaTauri in 9th, and Alfa Romeo in 10th, with Haas, AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo yet to score a point. Just look at the pit stops here. So we have 5th with Lando, not too bad. And we're 5th, we did go up to 4th last race, but we're in pit, so we're still middle of the road with that, which I'm pretty satisfied with, to be honest. There we go. I think the worst stop was, 2.8. It's on Oscars. They're not doing him no good either, preferring Lando. And there we go, snapshot of this one then. Practice we don't really care about. Qualifying, good qualifying performance for Oscar, 14th. We wanted to remain there, but he finished in a bad 18th for us after that lockup. Lando qualifies 8th, which was a surprise. Didn't think we could hit a Merc really in qualifying. And we continued that in the race by beating Russell in the race to retain 8th. So 8th for Lando and 18th for Oscar, and Lando lapping Oscar in that race as well. But apart from that, that is the Monaco Grand Prix in the books. Lando doing his thing, pushing the team, getting us more points. We'll be back on Tuesday for the next live stream. I'll have episodes, as I say, the episode 6, which is Imola, will be out across the next couple of days. And then we'll also have this one, which will be episode 7 of the Monaco Grand Prix, out the early part of next week. If you're enjoying the series, do subscribe to the channel, like the video, and get your comments in. And as I say,